Was you gonna pop it off with a freestyle or?
For the last time, no.
All right, then, y'all. What's up? Welcome back. We got Eminem commentary back with another video. We are going to be, what are we calling this one? Because you found the videos this time.
I don't know.
What are we gonna call
well, I
this?
was just scrolling TikTok and I always see these like other podcasts like talking to like guys talking to girls, pretty much like men, like males and females talking, have a conversation. But I feel like every time I watch these, and it's only like 30-second clips or whatever, because you know TikTok's not very long, but it's always something I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
right.
What? Why is that even a thing? So,
Yep.
So we got a few of them that we're just gonna look over, but I don't know what.
I guess we're gonna call it, because it's not really a full. I think most of these are dealing with like relationship based things,
Right.
So I guess we could call this kind of like relationship, the relationship gauntlet,
Right.
episode.
So we're gonna be running the gauntlet.
So we're gonna be running the gauntlet today. We're running the gauntlet today, and so I guess this first one we'll pop it off, and then I guess we'll just let the videos play all the way through.
Yeah.
And then we'll just talk.
What are you basing this attraction on?
How he talks, how he looks,
How he carries
how
himself.
he carries himself.
Alright,
If
but
he's respectful.
yeah,
I gotta stop right there. Y'all don't be like that's respectful.
First
Y'all
of all,
don't.
you can have it that he
Majority of
knows.
women don't like men with respect.
I love with
Majority of
respect
women?
because of the type of women you were targeting. That's it.
It was high class, low class.
It wasn't
and
no
was
high
low
class.
ass.
So women, I won't say that women don't want respectful men. I don't think that's
Right. I don't think all
True.
women don't, but from my experience, I'm a very respectful man, and just throughout my life until now, you know, me being married and stuff. Before that, so before I met Marley,
we got locked down.
right, the old ball and chain.
I hate when people say that. Like, bro, if you don't want to be married, just say that, bro. Like
the good old ball and chain, you know.
like
Before I was locked up and couldn't move and go nowhere.
like that's so sad. Like, especially when you've been with your partner for so long. That's so weird.
And it's
to
one of
say.
the things is like, you know, prison. You got a ball and chain.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
can't go.
You
can't
really
move.
think you're in prison? You're gonna compare your marriage to prison? Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, go ahead though.
But you know, me being a nice guy, being respectful, and treating girls how they should, you know, even like in high school and college, and it just seems like women don't like respectful men.
Is it not? Is it?
Well, I wouldn't say respectful.
Yeah,
I would say more of like,
it's not necessarily respectful.
I would say they want the bad boy that's respectful, but it tends that bad boys aren't respectful because that's why they're bad boys. The nice dudes gonna be respectful, but they don't want that because they're like, he a pushover. He don't treat me this way. He treats me this way. I don't want that. I want this.
Yeah,
He lame for doing this.
man. I don't know, man. I feel like everybody wants to be treated with respect.
Well, yeah.
But like, I do understand what you're saying. Like, you see relationships, you're just like, bro, this dude's an asshole. And then you're like, so how he with her? And like, so like, there is some kind of, but maybe that's just who he is to everybody else. And when it comes to her specifically, he's like a good dude.
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
because
I
I've
can see
seen
that.
people, I've even seen people where I've seen their relationships, and I'm like I've heard people who I've considered like good, respectful men to, you know, me and other people talk to their significant other kind of down
Right.
in times, and I'm like, that's weird, that's suspicious,
Right.
So like, I'm not gonna say that like just because it might seem one way, it could definitely be another way. So I think, yeah, I would say overall, I think they do. I think women do still want respectful men. I just think there are variants, like in any other thing you could say.
Right.
So,
I don't know. It's just it's just weird because in the video, you know, she's like, you know, like, oh, I won't respect. It was like, well, this is the type of girls that you, and it was like when you say respect, like, you know, you have respect, the word respect.
Yeah.
And it's just like
SPSCT.
right. They have a movie coming out, if you didn't know. It looks fire.
It's true. Not a sponsor, by the way.
Not a sponsor. But, you know, I assume that's just, all right, I need respect. Like, I need you to treat me good. I need you to not beat on me or be harsh or do all these things. I need you to treat me like respect, like you would treat anybody else. But, you know, and sometimes they start treating you with respect, and then they don't. They like, it's almost like, I got you. Now I'm about to start acting like I want to act.
So let's see what we got next. We got.
I seen a post where it was like, if would take me out, he gotta pay for my babysitter. Why should my baby daddy and me gotta pay for my babysitter when you the one that would take me out?
I'm not gonna ask a to pay for my babysitter. I'm expecting you to know to do that for me. So if I notice that you didn't think to do something like that, or you ain't try to like work around that in whichever way, then I'm not messing with you. They're not saying it, they're expecting it. And then they weed you out accordingly.
Okay.
And that's the way it should be done.
Well, I'll weed you out accordingly too, because if you got kids, I ain't...
Why is that the way it should be done?
Right.
That's my question. Like,
So, for my understanding, if she's dealing with a dude and she has a baby,
yeah,
and she wants to go on a date with the guy,
yeah,
she's not going to ask the guy, hey, I need you to pay for a babysitter,
yeah,
so we can go out.
So we can go out.
She is going to expect, because I assume she said she told him, hey, I have a kid and blah 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 blah. She's expecting him to pay for a babysitter so they can go out when they don't even know each other. That's the thing.
Right.
They're strangers going out, and she expecting a stranger to pay for a babysitter so she can go out with
first. Like, okay, let's say it like this: first date type beat. Like, you just like if he just met her, say her kid was at daycare or something, he just met her, she just happened to be out. He's like, oh, I want to take you out. Like, what's going on? And then she mentioned, oh, I got a kid, so I might not be able to really go out like that. And like they just talked, but like it ain't been like talking, but they never actually went out. But they've been talking, and he knows that, and he wants her to take her out. Then I would say, like, you should at least maybe try to come up with a solution, because you know that that's the main reason she not able to come out with you. But for somebody to just meet and then maybe she don't mention it, because I feel like that's some women don't. Like, they don't mention that they have a kid until it's to the point to where, like, oh, let me take you out. And then she like, oh, well, I got a kid, so who gonna watch my kid? And then
you're like, I don't know who is.
Okay, we trying to come out because I'm already about to be trying to pay for your food and everything.
And then now I gotta pay for a babysitter
because
to take care of your kid. It's not my kid.
Like, it's
almost like, hey, if you want to get to know me, you gonna have to, you have to sacrifice.
Because it's not even like okay. So this one's tough for me, right? Because I'm trying to see the morality on all sides. Because I understand why she thinks that he should pay for a babysitter because he wants to take her out. But it's like, if you want to go out, like if you want to go out with him, like if you like him, you should also be wanting to find a babysitter to go out with him. It shouldn't be just on him.
Right.
To just be like, oh yeah, no, I'll pay for it. I guess she could find it and he could pay for it, but still, it's kind of like to expect that when you're also going out. Because if she pay for if I pay for the babysitter, then she needs to pay for her food. Because I'm doing a lot at this point.
Like, I'm spending a lot of money to take you out.
I come through, I pick you up, I pay for the babysitter. Say I do it, I pay for the babysitter. We go out, I pay for your food. And then what if it turns out you don't even like me?
That's the thing. You taking a risk.
So now I'm just out all this.
So I understand if it was, hey, we've been talking for a minute.
Right.
And
the main what's keeping me from going out is being able to pay for a babysitter. And I'm just like, listen, I would like to go out with you, but I just can't pay for a babysitter. And then he like, oh, you know what? I can help you pay for the babysitter, or I can get my little cousin to come watch the kid. Little cousin, come watch the kid. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe something like that, but like you can't just put me all the way out and let me just like I'm hanging on by a thread,
right?
And then you could just decide that they weren't even worth it, and now I'm just like, so now I just gave you a free night out, like a free way away from your child.
That's basically what it is. It's like, hey, it's like her getting a break, not a break from the kid while going on a date.
Yeah.
And it's not like,
and it's not to say you don't deserve a break,
right?
But you could have did that with one of your girlfriends or something,
right?
You didn't have to, you didn't need me.
And in the video, it's crazy because she mentioned like the baby daddy.
Oh wait, did she? Hold on. Let me go back. This is not that long.
I seen a post where it was like, if want to take me out, he got to pay for my babysitter. Why should my baby daddy and me got to pay for my babysitter when you the one that want to take me out?
Oh yeah, why should yeah. She said, why should my baby daddy and me have to pay for a babysitter? If you're still talking to the baby daddy, why is the baby daddy not just taking care of the baby when you trying to?
See, that's what I'm saying.
He trying to go out. I guess if you don't want him to know.
Right.
What you doing, but you ain't gotta tell him everything. You can just tell him whatever.
Like, hey, I got plans.
It's still his child, so be like, okay, like, hey, take care of your child for the night. I need to go out.
Right.
Like at the end of the day. Yeah. I didn't even. I'm glad you brought that up because I kind of missed that when I first watched that. No.
So I'm like, me and my baby daddy, so we won't have to pay for a babysitter.
She said, why should we have to pay for a baby?
Your baby daddy is there, right? Is he not there? Is he a deadbeat? Is he not? Do we take care of his kids?
Why are we bringing him up if he's not around?
Exactly.
So he's at least in the baby's life in some capacity.
Right. So you can be like, hey, is he like, no, you trying to go up some dude? You think about no.
Okay, and then that's something y'all need to work out. So you don't need to be going out anyway.
And that's not my fault. If I'm taking you out.
That's not on me. Yeah, that is
your problem.
No, I'm not paying for no. No, a man should not have to pay. No, not in this situation.
Exactly.
Like the situation that I was throwing out before, maybe, but not in this situation. No,
right.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no, absolutely not. All right, let's move on.
I feel like a man is supposed to provide though. Like that's what you are. You're supposed to be my provider. You're the man paying the bill, and I'm home taking care of.
But with that money,
taking care of.
You said a man's job is to provide, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when he's hearing back that I don't need you for nothing, you just took away the one thing you said he was there to do. If I'm providing, cool. There's no problem with that part, right? But I feel like the money that you are saving, we either need to talk about it together and invest in something. Like that can't just be your bread. You get what I'm saying? Because you saving that money off the count of me being responsible for everything.
Okay, that's a great point, and I wish the video was a little bit longer because I need to hear the rebuttal. I need to hear what she has to say.
Because this is a thing with society and men that men needs to provide and be the provider and be the breadwinner and do everything, pay the bills. No woman should pay bills. Apparently, that's what Steve Harley out here telling folks.
Don't get me started on Steve Harvey. We're gonna have a video with one episode talking about Steve Harvey, but I don't want to get into it right now because that man different, and that's all I'm gonna say.
So people are like that, and that's fine.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But society got women and men this like idea of men have to do all these things. Men have to provide. Just like she said, oh, you need to provide for me. Like you're the man. You provide, you pay the bills.
And then she said, man, my job is to stay at home and take care of, and then she didn't even really finish what she said.
Right.
Like, take care of what?
If they have kids, take care of the kids, do like cleaning,
yeah,
cooking,
but why
and stuff.
Kids? Oh, that's the thing. Kids are always brought into it so early.
Right.
It's like,
if you don't have kids, then what?
Yeah, like okay, you cook and clean, and that's like that's cool, that's nice, but like I don't like that comparison. Like nowadays, not especially, and then like he was saying, like, and he made a good point, which is why I wanted to hear her rebuttal, because he was like, okay, so I'm doing all this, I'm providing, I'm paying the bills, I'm going to work, I'm giving everything you need, and then you got your own money, and then that's just yours. And I'm like, no, that's not cool. Right. Because you just save it, and I've heard like other, and I know it's not like all women out there. I know most people think that like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of me, I'm gonna do money. Our money is together, that kind of situation. I mean, when you get married, I don't know about before marriage, but like if you get together, it's just like our money is together. But I feel like even in like a relationship, if a dude is like actually like, especially if y'all just, I mean, me personally, I'm not trying to have nobody live with me that I'm not married to. Right. Because I don't want the responsibility or the chance of them deciding that they don't want to do something and then I'm just out. Right. And that's just too much. Like that's just too much to deal with. And I've seen too many situations of folks living with somebody and then it goes south. And then it's just, so that's me personally. I don't want you, until we married and was ours is ours. Right. I'm not trying to have you. So like, because
if I'm getting put out, you get put out too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I ain't trying to have nothing like that happen. Like it ain't trying to like. I need to be like, okay, if I fall, you can hold me down. If you fall, I got you. But if I'm already doing everything and you just keeping all your bread to yourself, and then you go out and then you go spend all your money on shopping while I'm sitting there paying bills. And then some girls even be talking about, I want you to give me money and go spoil me. I am spoiling you.
Right.
You don't have to pay for anything other than what you want.
Because if you're not using your own money, like for bills or helping car note, doing all these things, what are you using it for? You spoiling yourself.
You get to.
You ain't giving me nothing.
Yeah, especially if you're not actually doing it. And they'll say like. And then it's like the girls who talk in these videos are always just like, I do stuff for my man, I do this, I do that. But it's like, honestly, and they might do that, but the majority, they're not.
Right.
Like even if you do that, the majority of women who are listening to you right now do not do that stuff.
Right.
And that's why I don't like that. I don't like that the man is always in a position of he can lose. Well, he can lose. That's really what it is. The man is always in a position where he can just lose.
There's no winning.
Like
there's not a win-win.
Nowadays.
Right. There's no win-win. There's always a lose-lose.
Because it's just like,
if the man don't pay, what's going to happen? She's not, clearly. Because she's looking for a man to pay. So if you're not paying, then she out.
Even though she got it. So no, but that's the thing. She's not out, right? Because she got her own.
Right.
Because we got all these independent women.
I'm saying from the relationship.
Oh, from the relationship, yeah.
So she's like, I'm out. So it's like, I got my own money. I can do my own thing. But my man pays all the bills. And that's fine if that's what setup you have. But what happens when he's not paying anymore, or somehow he loses his job and he doesn't, and then you have to start paying? Are you like, oh, I'm out. I'm done with this relationship. I need a man who's going to actually provide, or who actually is going to do this for me.
As a man, I don't mind, because how I was raised and just what I've seen, I don't mind if I find somebody that I truly care about. I don't mind providing for them whatsoever. I want to give them everything. That's how, and I feel like that's how it should be when you meet somebody like that.
Right.
But I feel like it should also be reciprocated.
Right.
Like they should also want to do the same for me. Like, yes, I can do it, but they should also be wanting to do that for me.
Right.
And that's all I feel.
And even he said,
that's not their thought.
And even he said, like, if I'm paying on bills and you got all this money, like, we need to have a conversation about, are we going to invest it? Are we putting it in the savings?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing with this money?
What are we trying to build together?
If I'm paying for everything.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just have it in your account just to be like, oh, hey, I'm about to go to a girls' trip this weekend.
Exactly.
We about to go to Miami. You spend $1,200, $1,500, and you're just like, that's money that we could have had. Like, why are you doing why?
You just get to do whatever.
Do whatever with your money, and then I can't do whatever I want because I'm paying bills.
Y'all tell me what the woman's job is. I'm not saying y'all don't have a job. I'm not saying it's not important. I just want you to tell me what it is, because I feel like we always get told what the man's job is.
That is true.
It comes back to the table conversation. What do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
And the women always want to say that we are the table, which is like, if we're married, I get that, right? But like, we're just talking about like early stages of relationship. These girls, these ain't women. These girls are looking for husband stuff before they become a wife.
That's the thing. They want husband material and all the things that a husband do
from a boyfriend.
From a boyfriend.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
I don't see no ring on this finger.
Me. Ask me.
Because they say that all the time.
No.
They say it all the time.
Oh my gosh. No, we need to start flipping it. That's what it is. We need to start flipping it. Ain't no ring. Do I look like a husband to you?
That's what I'm saying. Because women always say, I don't got no ring on this finger.
Ain't your
I'm
wife.
single.
Ain't your wife. I can go do whatever I want. Ain't your husband. I go out and bag me a barrel now. Right now.
Like, what you mean? What you talking about?
I'm doing all this pain. I'll bring somebody else in here. You can go. Man, let's start flipping it, bro. That's what. No, bro.
See?
We flipping it.
See?
We flipping it now.
2022.
We flipping it.
2022. We flipping it.
Because I'm not finna sit here and listen to this no more. If you want all of that, if you want me to be the husband, if you want the husband life, and I'm just your boyfriend, put a ring on my finger.
That's what I'm saying.
You got all this money anyway. I'm paying for everything.
Exactly.
Buy me a nice ring.
What do they bring to the table? Because all the things they can bring, I can pay for.
You know what you don't hear most of the time? Love.
That's true. He's like, oh, I bring love.
I'm gonna just love him unconditionally. You know what, bro? If that was the first thing that I heard every time I heard that, I probably wouldn't even be upset. Because honestly, I want that.
Right. Be like, oh, I
want that.
I bring love. I bring peace of mind. I make sure that he's not stressed, or I make sure that he's comfortable at home when he gets home from work. Since he's working all day, and I'll just be at home watching Netflix while I clean it up.
There you I just hey, bro, you ain't even gotta worry about it though. Yeah, you already taken care of it.
That's true.
You good, bro.
And my wife,
but I appreciate you still being upset about it for guys like me.
Yeah,
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Because it just drops because I might have a daughter, I might have a son, right? And I grow up, and as a parent, that's when you kind of. I'm not a parent, so if you're like, I'm a parent, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying how CT. I just feel like
we don't care. Can you put the we don't care?
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
You know, you like teach your kids like to do and not to do certain things, and I just feel like it's one of those things where you're like, hey, you know, life is different for everybody, and you do this things and this things and this things, and you know, it depends on who you are and how you handle things.
We said a lot there. Let me move on to the next. Anyway, here on the next video. I'm not about to. Let's see what this is talking about. But as long as I'm with you, I know I'll be fine. There's a contract to my heart, girl. Will you please sign?